Ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, welcome to the Just STD, Just Something to Do podcast where we talk love, life, news, and whatever the hell so we feel like. I am GQV, GB for short, and with me, my lovely host, Nikki Ramos, aka Nikki Buns. What is up?
What's up, guys? How have you been? Long time no see.
Listen, our listeners don't need to know that we've been off for like a week and a half. So
I think they noticed. Just gonna throw that out there.
Let's just relax. How have you been? What's been new?
Oh, I've been blessed and highly favored.
Oh yeah. Is
Yeah,
that because
yeah.
of the latest flight you just took?
Yeah. I went back to Texas for a little bit,
Hey!
and it was really nice. It was really nice. As a lot of people may know, I moved to Los Angeles about 3 months ago and been bored out of my mind because I don't really know anyone out here. So I did take a quick trip home, and I had a really lovely time. It was really nice to be around loved ones again. How have you been?
I've been great. You casually skipped over the fact that we hung out while you were in town. But that's fine. That's fine. I don't
Did
take these
we?
things personal.
I don't recall.
And there I am being roasted once again.
No, we did. We did hang out again for the first time in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
It was
Saw
it was
a lot of your
lovely.
friends. Yeah. It was actually your circle is lit. That's all I gotta say. Your circle is
Yeah,
lit. It was a
I
good time.
I have some really great friends. How was it? How did it feel like hanging out again? So much like, did it feel the same as like when we used to hang out? Like,
Well, the energy was different. I'll start there. But it was good. It was a good energy. It was exciting. It was fun. There's a lot of positive attitudes, a lot of volume. It was good. Seemed like you guys knew everyone who was like coming around. So
yeah,
well
yeah.
connected.
I was a big small circle of friends.
Yeah. Which I feel like that's only a fraction of which I've become acquainted with, but they're good people.
Yeah,
They're good people. It
yeah,
was nice having you in town. Sucks that you're back on the West Coast, but
yeah.
I'm sure we'll link up again soon. But
Of course.
um, what are we getting into today? What's the first thing on lay docket?
Let's pull the docket up and find out, shall we?
Oh, I love how we did a half hour pre-production and did nothing. That was great. That was fantastic. I loved it.
I painted my toenails though, so I feel like I was productive.
Well, while I figured out every technical difficulty known to man on this side,
That's the nature of our work relationship.
yeah, of course, of course. Um, so I guess I'll kick it off. First thing on today. So men/women who won't let their ex stay or go. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit beforehand, and just to offer some clarity, what I mean by this is you have someone that you had a relationship with at one point. You guys split up for whatever reason, and that person is trying to come, like, they come hang out and they want to play house. They're all up on you, lovey-dovey. It's kind of like that old energy again. But then when you're like, yo, like, let's just try this again, see where it can really go. They're like, nah, I'm chilling. I got other bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Like a middle ground.
Like this
we're together, but we're not.
Word, but it's not equal. Like, it's not a group understanding. Like, yeah, I'm out here, you're out here, but we do enjoy each other kind of a thing. It's like someone basically playing tug of war with your heart. And I personally think that that's bullshit. But I've been involved in quite a few relationships like that. But men are typically thirsty in that regard, so it can be a little bit much. I remember I had an ex who left me but you know, I think I think she enjoyed the fourth letter in the alphabet, and we, you know, tried to we stayed in contact. You know, she'd come over, have a good time, and I was like, you know what, we could really do this again. We could give this a shot. And then when I would get to that point, she would just give me every single excuse under the sun why we couldn't be together, why we couldn't blah 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 blah. And I'd be like, all right, cool. Next thing I know, you know, she's over later on in the week and we're back to doing the same shit. So like, I think in the moment I really like, I didn't know how to handle that, but I think going forward, ever something like that would ever happen, uh you've got to set boundaries. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got to just be like, listen, we're gonna do this or we're not. Um, but I'm not about to do this in the middle crap with you. Point
Yeah.
blank period. And I see it a lot, especially now with like the culture being like, yo, I get so many women, oh, I get so many dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like I think there's a lot of that stuff just kind of playing tug of war with the heart going around. And I think it's ridiculous. But what are your thoughts?
Well, I will say that I am extremely toxic in this regard.
Oh, okay. Someone's being honest now. Yes, vulnerability.
Hey, look, I try to, you know, be an upstanding person, you know, a respectable young lady and a level-headed person. But no, I can I can be really, really toxic when it comes to something like this. When it comes to like men that I've like really, really been in love with, like and we're broken up, I will definitely play the middle ground with them. And like we're not together, but we're not together. And like in a lot of those situations, for me, I don't know, it worked for me. Like when we're together, we're together. When we're not, we're not. But it was just because me and this person have like history, and I loved him and he loved me, and it just didn't work out. But we still enjoyed the familiarity of each other's company. So I'm really bad with that. Luckily, I can say I haven't been like in love with very many men. So I haven't, you know, had this experience with a ton of different exes or anything like that. But
Like, why did you find yourself doing it though? Like, what was the point? Just to have someone around until you could figure out the replacement, or was
no,
it, or what? It was just hard to let go. What are you thinking?
you know, I think like I am when it comes to love and relationships, I'm like a junkie for what feels familiar. Like I hate getting to know new people. I hate like
Oh my God, that shit's the worst. But yeah.
yeah, I hate that kind of stuff. So anytime I find either guys I dated before or guys I was actually like in love with or whatever, like just the familiarity of him, of, you know, I know him, I know his body, I know like his mind, I know I feel comfortable with him. There's something that I like about that. And I mean, obviously there's been other occasions where, as sad as it may sound, like there's been other occasions where it's like, you know, I just love this person so much that I'll take whatever he's giving me. And sometimes it happened to be like a situationship or an entanglement, if you will.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
There,
but yeah,
you
I
too.
mean, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not too proud to say that I have things I need to work on. And yeah, I definitely ride that middle ground a lot when it comes to guys that I've dealt with in the past.
I think it is just, especially now, we're in a pandemic. There's a lot of stuff just going on in the
Mm.
world right now. I think it is, I don't understand why more people don't ride that middle ground amicably. That might or may not be the word. I don't know. They'll tell us in the comments. Like in a sense of, we enjoy each other. Why does this have to be more than anything right now? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
See,
Especially,
but
yeah.
You're saying that though in a sense of like we're still getting to know each other, and I'm saying it in the sense of we already dated and we are broken up and now we're doing that.
Right.
But
So my point is a separate point from that. So yeah,
yes.
that part can be a little complicated. So I say, why, you know, I don't know about you, but I know I've been cheated on a fair amount, and like as I've gotten older and the way that we interact with each other through social media and things of that nature have come about, I just think it's so much easier now, as far as relationships are concerned, to kind of go more the like polyamorous-esque kind of situation where maybe you're not necessarily like dating someone and you're in an open relationship, but more so you know, I'm with you when we're together. It's a great time. We're enjoying each other, but you're aware that one, we're not committed to each other, and I'm also dating other people.
I mean, that sounds like dating, new people in general. And that kind of situation is cool for the first like 3-4 months, maybe even up to 6 months. But eventually, if I like someone and first of all, I think 3 months is long enough to know if you want to seriously date someone or not. So by 3 months of us.
Hold on. Hold on. So you can know if you want to be with somebody within 90 days?
If I want to be in a committed relationship with them, yes. In 3 months, yes, I definitely knew. That's why me and you only talked for 3 months initially.
I feel like Swiss cheese right now. I get a lot of shots fired at me. Really? That is all it's worth was 90 days? Anyway.
Absolutely. 3 months into talking to a man, I will be able to tell you if I want to be in a committed relationship with him. Absolutely. And if it doesn't go more than 3 months, it's because I did not see us being a committed couple. Yes, I think 90 days is long enough for you to know if you want to take this a step further from casually dating into being a monogamous couple.
Have you ever heard the statement, if you're not married, you're single?
I haven't heard that statement, but I don't agree. No.
You don't? I think in the world of the internet, where I literally can open my phone and see and possibly interact with anyone ever, what would be, I mean, but I think that is like why would I sit here and I commit myself to one person that isn't marriage at this point in time when people are more available than they ever been? I mean, you've been on dating sites, I've been on dating sites, so, and I know I've been cheated on with people using dating sites. So it's like, I would personally like to, as far as my dating career goes on, is kind of be in that middle ground. And so I feel like, okay, well, I want to make this something more and not necessarily saying, okay, now we're boyfriend and girlfriend, but like, nah, like we're moving to like the next step. Because if I'm talking to you, if we're dating, quote unquote, for like a year or something, then I don't think we can skip the whole boyfriend girlfriend part, because I'm sure at that point we're probably exclusive anyway. So why not just pop the question?
So, I mean, one thing to note is that all these things that you're talking about, as far as people being at your disposal, at your fingertips with dating sites and stuff, anyone's husband and wife can and does do that all the time. So people cheat on their husband and wife all the time using dating apps.
But the commitment is different. If we're dating, I have no commit. Hell, if we're boyfriend and girlfriend, as far as like the world is concerned, I don't really necessarily have a commitment to you. But when we're married, there's documents in place, white people who have to sign papers. Like that to me is like, okay, that's a different level.
I don't agree. I have to know how you are as my boyfriend first before I can trust that you're going to make a good husband.
But at that point, I've already been your boyfriend for 3 months. All right.
No, because what you're saying gives leeway into some funny business. Okay, because we never put a title on it, right? We're not together. We're just, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend. We're not in a committed relationship. Nicole does not play that. I don't play that. I don't
Right,
play
but
that funny business. You talking to this girl and that girl or doing this and doing that. After a certain amount of time of me talking to you and getting to know you, I'm not gonna play that shit. I will hit you with my car. I'm crazy. Okay, so don't try to skirt your way on out of a commitment by just never putting a label on it, because I don't get down like that.
I know that car far too well. I've seen that grill against my chest so many times in the years we've known each other. But whatever. I'll take your word for it. You know what? We may have to agree to disagree because I'm not going to spend 45 minutes on this. But I still think that in this day and age, and at least what my heart's been through, and what I'm assuming, if I felt it, a lot of people have felt it. Just to stay versatile. And if someone doesn't want to stay versatile with you, then cool. Then maybe that's just not going to work for you guys at the time. But I think these days it's a good idea to stay flexible, because we live in a world now that people rather throw you away when things get bad than try to work stuff out.
But see, that's the risk you take in dating, and just never putting a title on it is not going to save your feelings from getting hurt if someone does that to you. Like, the feelings are going to be there, whether that's your girlfriend or just your longtime friend that you do other stuff with. Like, you can't save yourself from that hurt if you don't, just because you don't have a title on it and y'all are doing your own things. Like, things are still going to hurt.
True. I think by not calling it boyfriend and girlfriend, it does put your headspace in a different one, and kind of keep maybe not those walls up, but those walls at a ready, just in case some stuff happens. Then when I say, yo, you're my significant other, and then you do some fuck shit, because at that point I'm vulnerable to you, and you just,
I mean, so it sounds like to me like you are just expecting someone to do something bad to you, so you don't want to commit too deeply into it. Is what it sounds like.
Innocent until proven guilty. And in my book these days, when I've decided that you're not guilty of it, then I'll put a ring on it, and we can go from there. But that's just my take there. But speaking of exes, you ever been out? You ever been out somewhere and saw somebody else, like you've been out with somebody like that you're like your current work, someone that you're currently like kind of talk to or whatever, and then someone, because like I said, we all date multiple people, so and someone else that you're talking to like comes up and wants to make physical contact, and kind of, so you're out on the date, you're with homeboy, then side homeboy comes up and he's all like, hey girl, I see you in a minute, trying to be all, buddy. How do you move in those? How do you move in those kind of situations?
Well, one situation in particular, I guess, comes to my mind. I was dating someone, but we were dating, like dating. Like seriously dating, seriously dating. And we went out. No, we were like, I'm talking like we had been together already for like a year or 2 years. I don't know. But and we went out, and my ex was at the same place that we were, and I was just like I was with my current boyfriend on one side of like the bar, and my ex was like literally diagonally across from us at the other side of the bar, and I was like sweating bullets, and I was like, this is a lot.
Did you make eye contact? Did you make eye contact?
I did make eye contact, because he made it very awkward. Like he was like staring, like he wanted to make sure that I noticed him, because he was just that kind of a person,
a stalker. I got you.
No, he was just a pain in the ass. But a
history with the dickheads. I'm sorry to pick up on it. Okay, keep going.
I have a type.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, but because I was, I had a boyfriend, I think, I don't know if we were living together yet at that time or not, but I mean, he was my, pretty serious boyfriend. And so, I mean, I told him, I was like, that's my ex over there, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, trying to figure out what I was supposed to do in that situation. Like, am I supposed to go talk to my ex? Am I supposed to, like, what am I supposed to do? And then my boyfriend at the time was like, don't go over there. Like, no. And I was like, okay, well then I guess we're just gonna ignore him. And that's what I did. I just
You
ignored
guys
my
stayed?
ex.
You stayed there?
I don't remember if I want to say we did stay. And
That's
it
ill.
was just, yeah, I think we did, or maybe we just went to another bar or something. I can't, this was years ago.
That's ill if you stayed. That's
Yeah,
ill.
I don't remember if we did, but yeah, I didn't say anything to my ex, but I know when we left later that night, the same ex texted me and he was like,
Of course it did.
oh, so you can't say hi to me?
Oh, I
I
can't
was
say.
like,
Oh God! But you know what? I've had that in my clip before. Oh, what you can't see? You can't say that while we out and about. All right, cool.
yeah.
I know that. I know that kind of energy.
Yeah, but see, that was different because one of them was like my boyfriend. Now, what if it's someone that you're just talking to them and then you run into one of your like old things?
Oh man, let me tell you. I remember I was dating two women simultaneously, and this was back in my younger days where I was like, everybody gotta feel like they're the only one type BS. So I'm at a bar. The girl that I'm with, the woman I'm with, very touchy-feely. She done got her legs kicked up on me. She's all rough, like finessing on me, all sorts of stuff. And I'm feeling the energy. You know what I'm saying? We out, we drinking, we having a good time. Whoop, 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 whoop. Then, oh my God, shorty number two comes through the door. She just beelines it straight for me, right? Now, mind you, all the action is happening like under the table. So there's not really any, so when you look at the top, it's just us just sitting next to each other having a, little chatty conversation. So shorty number two pops up and she's like, oh my God, I didn't know you were gonna be out here. And let me tell you, I swear I sweated so much my seat was wet. Because I was like, how am I going to talk my way out of this? So like I'm slowly kind of like, readjusting the girl that's all on me, trying to be like, oh, cool. Like I get up and I like hug other girl and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. We're just out getting, drinks and hanging out, all that kind of stuff. Trying to like low key play it off like we're just friends type shit. No, I did not introduce them to each other. No, that's a rookie move. Rookie move. So mind you, my body is hot at this point. Like when you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing and you're like, and you just get like mad uncomfortable. Like I was mad uncomfortable. And I was lucky enough to just kind of, shoot away like, oh, well, I'm a little busy. So like, but I'll call you later. Like keeping the conversation very platonic. You know what I mean? Like trying to make it seem like there was no extra stuff going on. Didn't work because she didn't talk to me after that ever again. But
yeah, no.
That was a learning experience, which still brings me back to you might as well move solo in these streets until you find the one. Now watch me get in a relationship and change up everything I'm saying right now. But for right now, that's the bag. That's the bag that I'm in. That is a
you know what?
bag.
This reminds me of a time when the same ex I'm talking about, that I saw across the bar, when me and him were actually dating, we went out and he introduced me to a girl. And he was like, yeah, this is my friend, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, this is Nicole, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. I didn't think anything of it. And then we go to leave because we were leaving the bar that we were at. And I like suddenly everything just clicked in my head. And I looked at him and I was like, I was like, you used to fuck this girl, didn't you?
He's ill. Yeah.
And he was like,
he got hot.
About that. He was like,
he got sweaty.
Don't worry about that. And I was like, oh no, it's on. So mind you, I was really, really young at this time, really young. And I created the biggest, you know how I am. I created the biggest scene in the entire world. And I was trying to fight her. I was trying to fight him. I was trying to like, I don't know. He had to like literally carry me out of the club. Like I was being so crazy because I'm just a crazy person. But yeah, that didn't. So, I mean, kudos to the girls in your situations for not being a Nicole, because Nicole sets it off. So,
you know
so
what?
Shout out to them.
And you know, in all my relationship attempts, I can't think of a time that I was like crazy physically assaulted. Like,
see, that's how you know that me and you never seriously dated.
Which is crazy because every woman I've ever been with has had a bad attitude. Every one of them has been spicy in some way, shape, or form. So it really surprises me that I haven't had my tires slashed, but I don't drive, so that probably takes care of that. Unless you're talking about my unicycle, in which case that's very just devious. Why would you do that?
He definitely rides a unicycle. He's not kidding about that. I just want to throw that out there.
Yo, follow my Instagram, LifeXGQB. You're gonna see it on there. But like, I can't think of a time where like someone really put their hands on me. But I do most stuff over the phone.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I do.
I'm you know, I'm a little urban, so
a little urban. That's dying inward, but I'm not gonna get into that. Okay, a little urban, sure.
I can be a little urban sometimes.
Be out in the streets like oh God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I haven't set it off like Queen Latifah 1 or 2 times in a couple of relationships, but yeah, that's you grow and you become a better you, and you know what I'm saying, you be better. Once you know better, you do better, you know.
You want to know something that set me off like crazy?
What?
So I'm going to say something, a disclaimer. I'm not saying that this is right and that the youth should be out here doing these things. But I remember I was playing in the rain without an umbrella, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
And I had a woman come up to me, well, not come up to me, but contact me, and she was like, ooh, you know, I think I'm pregnant. And you want to talk about set someone off? Mind you, I'm an adult. If you've never had a pregnancy scare, live your life. What are you doing out in these streets? But I was so upset because I was like, we have every piece of technology known to man for you to turn that think into I know. So why not just go get sure before you dial my phone and having me stressed out from sun up to sundown? What's the point? What is the point? You literally can go to CVS, spend whatever $10, you know, pee on 2 or 3 sticks, and then just tell me what the business is. Like, what? I don't understand the whole thing of like, well, let's draw this out. And I speak specifically to one moment. There was a woman who thought she was pregnant by me. And I said, well, you're going to get a pregnancy test? She said, yeah, I'm going to get one. This woman did not get one for 4 fucking days. 4 fucking days. You want to know how balls tight Gregory was at the time? Like,
so what happened? I mean, obviously you don't have a child, so now you've never told me this story. So now I want to know what happened.
Oh my gosh. So it was somebody I was dating online. She came over, whoop, 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 you know, and we had an argument or something towards the end. And I was just like, you know, I can't deal with that. Like, I didn't think she could communicate properly. I was, you know, whatever the case may be. So I was like, you know what? I'm just about to ghost this chick. I'm not even worried about it. So she would call, she would text. I won't say nothing. And then she hits me with like the 911. And I'm like, fuck. Because I've already known what's already, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck. So you already know what the first thing is in my head. So I hit her. I'm like, yo, what's good? She's like, she's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, fam, like, don't come over here with all this positive energy, blah, 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 blah. Like, yo, you said 911, what's the issue? She's like, yo, well, I missed my period. And I was like, okay. I grew up in a house with women. In my experience, women miss periods all the time for whatever reason. Get in sync with other women when you live, like when you're living in the same abode, stress, anything. Like it could, so many things that can cause you to be late. So I was like, so what does that mean? Like, what are you talking to me about? She's like, well, I think I might be pregnant, but I haven't taken a pregnancy test yet. And I was just livid because I was like, so you just called me to essentially put all this stuff on my plate and you don't even know for sure. And what made me even more upset was that she was just chilling. She was just like, like just chilling. And I am sitting there, booty hole tight. You could have broke a steel bar between my cheeks. I was so tight. So I was trying to be cool. I was like, okay, well, you just take a pregnancy test. Let me know like what's going on. So for 4 days, I kept in contact with her for 4 days. By day 5, I was like, yo, fam, WTF, what are we doing here? Like, what's happening? And she was like, oh, I took it yesterday. It was negative. I said,
she didn't think to tell you.
Yo, I was livid. Then she ends the conversation with like, so do you not want to like talk anymore? Or like, and I was like, fam, I'm on the greener pastures. I'm so sorry. This is not gonna work out. But I was just like, God. Why not just why not? It takes, it takes no time at all. Just to like, maybe I'm missing something, but it takes no time at all to just assure yourself before you come and say whatever. I know I'm gonna have mad women in the comments telling me I ain't shit, but that's nothing new in my life. You've probably told me that about 5 times today. So
I think I told you that before the show today.
So. Yeah. So somebody tell me, but please, someone down below, explain to me why you just can't be sure before you come into this dude's life, say something that you're not even sure about, and now you got his whole entire world effed up before anything's even determined. Because I need to know.
All right. Well, are you ready for, for me to gather you and get you together real quick?
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Okay. All right.
This is going to be I ain't shit number 5, but yeah, keep going.
So, as someone who has never had an issue with being afraid that I'm possibly pregnant, because see, you could shoot my club up all day and ain't nobody up in that motherfucker. So
she says she got that bulletproof baby protection. I feel you.
That's not gonna happen over here. But let me tell you why you are wrong, fam. Let me tell you why you are wrong.
Sure.
You are wrong because let me tell you something. If we're close enough where I'm letting you in my body and we are connecting on a physical level and we are tying souls and we are hoop-de-woo, you know what I'm saying? We're doing that, then we should be close enough for me to be able to candidly tell you what I think you might have done to my body. If we're close enough where you have more than likely seen my damn butthole, then I should be able to tell you what you probably did up in my ovaries, right? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with someone if she thinks she might be, with her being candid with you about her thinking that she might be. Like, you was close enough to get up in her body, so why she can't tell you what you might have done to her body, right?
Okay, so if I call up somebody's phone right now and I say, yo, I might have gonorrhea. I don't know. I haven't been tested for anything. I haven't whatever. I'm just assuming shit. I'm just like, you know what? My body not feeling right. I might have gonorrhea. And I just send that to whoever's phone. Don't you think they'd rather me be like, yo, get tested, figure out your life, and then let me know, because now
Gonorrhea is not the
I'm
same thing
stressed.
as a
Oh,
baby.
yo,
Gonorrhea is
but
not the same thing as a
I'm
baby.
not saying that it is, but I am saying that it is also something serious that could be dealt with by a doctor. So,
Wow. Wow.
so I'm just saying, I think
I
we're in
just
the
think
same
that
ballpark here. I
I
think
think there's something very mean about not allowing a woman the freedom to tell you what she thinks might be going on, what she thinks, might be happening with her body that you were definitely a part of. Like
but once I
let's
answer the
talk
phone,
candidly.
I have no control over what comes out of her mouth. So it's not about me allowing her. It's more so about like, yo, let's just think this through a little bit more. Now, granted, if he's not shit, then do whatever you feel like. But I'm not. So I think I deserve a little bit more headway before you come ringing my phone and having me sitting here up all night, 24 hours, trying to, thinking about, oh my God, I'm about to have a baby with a person I do not like. The fuck? Like,
I think that I think she was just being candid with you, and I don't think there's anything really wrong with that.
I think she just wanted to talk to me and stress me out at the same time. I think that's honestly what happened. But it was still annoying as fuck.
Well, I guess we learned a lesson about not having umbrellas in the rain.
Sure, I did it, but sure.
He's like, I still do it. I still be out here in these waters without an umbrella, without a care in the world.
Mad out here with no galoshes. See, you know what though? This all could have been avoided, I think, had I just been more communicative in my breakup. Like, had I not, which I don't think it was really a breakup, but because we weren't like together, but to break that off, and that was something I kind of learned in that instance too, was like, ghosting is just not the way. It's just not, because some people don't acknowledge the ghost. I operate on a 2-hit minimum. If I hit you and you don't say nothing, I'll hit you one more time, most likely the next day. And if I don't get anything from that, it's a wrap. I'm done. Like, I'm not going to do that. But I know I've experienced people who will just keep contacting you, calling you, Instagram, Twitter, just trying to figure out what's up with you, where you at, and rah, 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 rah. So I don't know. How do you break up with people these days? Like, just maybe not like in a relationship, but just like, I don't want to, like, you just don't want to see them anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, like, as far as like breaking up in a relationship, like, I am always the one that gets broken up with, so I don't have a lot of advice for that.
Sure.
But
sure. Okay.
I swear to God, I swear, when it comes to actually dating, like this is my boyfriend. We've been dating for like a year or whatever or whatnot. Like, no, they always break up with me. But
God.
as far as talking to someone, getting to know them, 9 times out of 10, if we stop talking, it's because I stopped wanting. Like, I work on this kind of mental playing ground where it's like, I'm going to give you X amount of time to see if I want to keep you in my life. And most people do not, meet the bare minimum that it takes to stay in my life. And the ones that do, and I end up continuing to see them more than 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever, like, I have a hard time letting them go. And usually they end up letting me go. But as far as like casually dating, it depends. Like, if I'm talking to someone and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to talk to this person anymore, I want to, like, end this. It really depends, like, what the like vibe is on. Like, if the reason why I no longer want to talk to him is because he did something that was negative or bad, then I'm not really going to be too nice. I'm just going to be like, hey, look, I don't really want to continue to talk to you anymore. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck and goodbye. But if it's just like, oh, I feel like we don't really have chemistry, then I would say something a little nicer, like, I think I'm going to review my other options, or no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would say something nicer though, along the effects of like, I don't think that, we have a connection, and yeah, I don't want to waste anyone's time. I would be a little nicer in my words. It really just depends on the why I no longer want to talk to them anymore, why I no longer want to pursue something with them. What about you?
You accidentally stepped on something that I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
What the F is chemistry? What does that even mean? Because if I think we talked about it, I had a woman not too long ago stop wanting to see me because of chemistry. And if you want to see that text message, you should go to my Instagram, lifexgqv, at your earliest convenience. And
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But I was like, what is chemistry? Because let me tell you something, man. Women are good at holding you, rocking you to sleep, kissing you all over, then being like, we don't have chemistry. Goodbye. What? What are you saying right now? I love you. Where are you going? That is like so what the F, what is chemistry? What is that?
That literally sounds like you're describing me, but don't appreciate that.
Feel attacked.
And no, that's just because I put my best foot forward. I try to when I'm getting to know someone. Like I'll do all like the lovey-dovey, like I cook for them. I do like a whole bunch of like, just like, cause I try to, first impressions are important to me. My first impressions, his first impressions, like that kind of stuff matters to me. But as far as what chemistry is, like chemistry is something that doesn't really have an explanation. It's like when we're around each other, it feels good. Like when I look in your eyes, when you look in mine, like there's something there. Like you make me feel something. You give me butterflies. There's something like undeniable here. And that's something that I think every single relationship, there should be that feeling, or that relationship is not going to work out. It's so important that you have that feeling of just like, this person really makes me happy. Like they don't have to do anything. They don't have to say anything. Just being around them and being around their energy just like brightens my day and makes me happy. That is chemistry. Okay. And the way that we interact with each other, and that's chemistry.
So some imaginary force that I have no control over.
Yes, I mean, you want the no, I mean, do you want the truth? Because listen, either you have chemistry with someone or you don't have it with them. That is what it is. And you know what? It's not just a woman thing. It's not. I went on a date with a guy a while back, and we went on a date. I thought it was like right after me and you had stopped talking. And I went on a date with him, and he was so handsome. And because I thought he looked like you. It's so funny. I was like, God, he's really handsome. So I went on a date with him, and we were talking, and he said, I'll never forget it. He said, you are one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen, but can I be honest? And I was like, yeah. He said, I don't think that we have any kind of chemistry whatsoever, and I'm not feeling anything. He was like, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And I was like,
oh, ill, but yeah.
He was like, I'll walk you to your car if you want me to. And I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
But right. He said in that moment, like, we don't have chemistry on his end. We don't have a connection. And so it's not just women who go on the chemistry thing or feel a connection or whatever. No, it's men too. So yeah, I think that's super important that you have that.
Relationships are fucking work. I personally think if there is someone that I can enjoy and spend my time with, then I think that's something that can work. If I'm having more fun with you than I'm having like stress and anger or whatever, I think that relationship has a potential to work as long as we're willing to work. I personally am not going to put my faith in any sort of thing in the air, hoping that it's going to that is going to tell me like, oh my God, like this is like this is the one.
So
I'm
question
answer
is, have you ever met someone and you maybe don't know them all that well yet, but it's just something in the way that they are, the way that they talk, the way that they carry themselves that just like is is like thrilling to you. Like you, even like on the first 1, 2, 3 times you see them, it's just like, you're just like, there's like something there and you can feel it. Have you ever had that?
Uh, yeah, but I also have to understand that I have a penis. So a lot of that, like,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
a lot
Mixed
of that.
signals.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't know how much of that is because I told you I have some bodies on me that I won't tell the pearly gates when I get up there. So it's like I say have to say like, yeah, there are people that I've met that have like, you know, gotten me excited in some way, but typically 9 times out of 10, whether it's myself or with them, once I get those juices out of me, so to speak, my mind doesn't even like it doesn't even register those emotions anymore. Like it doesn't. So I don't know if I've met someone and
See,
been like,
I
oh my
don't, so
God.
maybe, I don't know, maybe men and women are different. Like I would tell you with my first loves, one of my first boyfriends, like when the very first moment that we ever met each other, and I'll never forget it, when we first like looked into each other's eyes, I'm like, it's almost like I just knew, like in that, like almost like, I don't say love at first sight, but when I met him, and it was just like something told me like there's something very special about him. And he went on to literally be one of the greatest loves of my life. And so I mean, I don't know, like I feel that. It's rare when I feel that, instant kind of connection with someone, but it definitely for me happens. In fact, I think there's probably only 2 guys I can think of that, upon the first time meeting them, there was like in my mind, there was an instant like, oh wow, this is something. And it definitely, in both situations, definitely grew into being something. So I don't know, that's happened for me. I don't know if that happens for anyone else, but it definitely happens for me.
Man, I just wish the narrative would change about that kind of stuff. Like I
Yeah.
can't like love, relationships, all that stuff is just not gonna fall in your lap. Like that's stuff that you really, in my book, you have to work on, put forth the effort because no matter how perfect shit is in the beginning, because everything is dope in the beginning, the ball's gonna
Hmm.
drop. And where's that chemistry then?
Yeah.
Like the chemistry is
Yeah.
not what's going to get you necessarily through that moment. It's going to be the, battening down the hatches and being like, yo, we together in this and we're going to
Hmm.
weather the storm together, which is not what people do these days. But
Hmm.
that to
So
me is how it goes. What's up?
yeah. So I have a question.
I have an answer.
Is someone that you're dating, is it a big deal if they like meet your family, or are you one of those people that's like super casual about people meeting your family?
Oh, man, you don't want to meet my family. You just don't. I grew up in a house with 4 women, all of them very, very strong-minded, very strong-minded. And as soon as they're nice to you and say hi and you're so cool, is the same moment that they will slit your throat verbally and send you out the door. So I've always, I've never thought meeting my family was like the biggest deal
Mhm.
because in my mind, if you meet my family, that's gonna be a test of if you can even survive being in a relationship with me. So that's kind of almost like just like this is level 1. Like you get past
Mhm.
this, then we can work our way up. But you can't
Mhm.
get past this, girl, you're not gonna make it. So I guess to
Do you
consolidate
have,
my answer, no, I don't really think it's a big deal whether it's my
so do you like, you could be dating someone in the first 3 months or whatever and be like, yeah, this is my sister or my mother or whatever, like that's not a big deal to you?
it's not a big deal to me at all. Hell, I've dated women for years and didn't even know they had a dad. Like what are you talking about? Like, no, 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 no. It is,
Really?
yeah, big fact.
That's crazy to me. No, that is
Yeah.
so not cool. That is not cool to me.
So how soon after meeting someone are you introducing them to the fam? Because I've known you for
Um,
some time now, and I've
hey, and
gotten
my
zero.
family knows about you.
Sure, if that's what we're calling it. Okay.
They do know about you, but this is not about me and you. So
Oh, see, I like how the narrative changes. Okay, sure.
My family does know about you. But this is not about me and you. No, I would say it is a big deal to me for a guy to meet my family because I'm 28 and there's only been one guy who's met my family, like, but we dated for like almost 5 years. And so he was at, every Christmas and every Thanksgiving and birthdays. And so he was always around my family. My family loved him and I was around his family. But I want to say that me and him dated for at least like a year before we started meeting each other's family. I mean, it is important to me. And I am not the type of person that wants to bring a different guy home all the time. In fact, I've only ever brought one guy home. So that goes to show you like how important that is to me. So I would say, yeah, I need us to be dating for at least a year before now so me and my mother are super, super close. And she knows about like pretty much every guy that I'm talking to or every situation I'm in. Like me and my mother are like friends almost, like we are very close. But I don't want to introduce her to people unless I feel like, this could really be like something. So no, that's important. And if I'm dating someone, I want to meet his family. And I'm also really bad at wanting his family to like me. Like that's also something that's important to me. But yeah, that stuff matters to me. It matters a lot.
No.
It does. I want his family to like me. I want my family to like him. I want us all to be happy. That stuff matters to me. It matters so much. Like when I meet a guy's family, like I become a complete different person. I am a good Christian Southern belle. I'm literally like I'm a complete different person.
You ever meet someone's parents and as you're like shaking their hand or saying hi, you're just thinking like, oh, your son blows my back out on very on a
You're
frequent
disgusting.
occasion.
No,
I do it as I'm like, hello, sir. I'm like, boy, I put your daughter's knees by her ears.
Oh my God. No.
Like half hour before we got here, bro. This hand may not be as clean as you think. Like, no.
I am a respectable young lady. No.
Gregory's the only one who wants to take this shit to the next level. But anyway.
No, I'm very much on a like, let me help your mom cook in the kitchen type vibe. Not whatever you're on.
Yeah, it's just
that stuff matters to me.
Oh man, it's never been like the big thing. I mean, anything, maybe it's important to me, but like in a different way. So it's like if you can get through the blockade that is my family, then you can fuck with me on this next level. So like, quite honestly, I think if pretty much anyone that I've dated and they've just happened to be around when my people are around, like I'm like, yeah, fucking meet them. Like let's go. Especially if you come over to my mom's house, like the first thing we do is like, let's go say hi to mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But I've never been like, oh, we've been dating for a year and a half, and I think it's time that you meet my parents. Nah, none of that.
Yeah, no, I definitely do that.
I definitely do that. My mom will tell me straight up, like, nah, that's not the story for you, dog. And I'll be like, girl, you tripping. And then like 3 to 6 months later, I'm like, Mama, you was right though. So I'll be like, yo, let's just get this out the way first and foremost, because I want my people to like you. I want my people to like you because if they don't like you, our relationship becomes immensely harder because I do spend so much time with them. So it's it's a thing. So you're talking 3 months before you claim them, a year before your family knows their existence. How long until you wife dude up?
I'm not wifing anyone up because I am a traditionalist, but
oh my God. Okay.
How long before I would consider getting married? I would say, I don't know, because I'm getting older, so I feel like like old me would have been like, 2-3 years, something like younger me would have said something.
Now you're like
that,
2-3 weeks.
No.
2-3 weeks for sure.
No, now that the clock is kind of ticking, I don't know. I would say like a yearish, a year, maybe a little longer than a year, like a year and a quarter.
Hold on. So you're talking 3 months after they've met your parents. You're like, so you gonna put a ring on it, or are we just gonna keep living in sin? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, when you put it that way, it sounds a little crazy, but no, because here's the thing, because my family, if we're dating for a year,
Yeah.
my family knows about you for that entire year. So it's not like you are, it's not like when, it's not like, yeah, it's not like when you first meet them, that's the first time they're hearing about you. No, they've heard about you. They've seen your pictures. They probably even talked to you on the phone. Like, you're known to them. But you just probably haven't done like Christmas with us or Thanksgiving with us or something like that. But ultimately, and this is a big one, ultimately, I don't give a damn what my family thinks. Like, I'm going to be with who I want to be with, and I'm going to, you know, marry who I want to marry. And that's that. So that doesn't really, it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, because I know my family just wants me to be happy. So I could introduce, I could 100% date someone for a year, introduce them to my family, and then 3 months later get engaged with them, and it would not really be that big of a deal. Because,
See, you gotta give me at least two.
2 years.
2 years, because the first year is gonna be like everything being perfect, everything being shit, and then us finding equilibrium. And then the next year is gonna be working out our making sure that working out our own equilibrium, making sure that we're communicating in a good way, that when things come up, that we're working through them, kind of showing that consistency. And then after that, then I'd be like, yo, girl, what diamond you want? Not really, because I got $5,000 and that's all I'm spending. But
I mean, I think it really depends on the relationship, though. Like, because some relationships do need a little bit more time.
Fuck that. I am old. I am 30 years old. I do not have time for the games. You either put this ring on or you're having my baby. These are one of the two things that are happening before this relationship.
Yeah. I mean, on the contrary, though, like I said, I was in a 5-year relationship and we never even kind of got close to getting married. So it's like, I don't want another one of those.
But if you're 28, like so when did that relationship happen though?
It started when I was like 21, I believe.
21. So
yeah.
You're 28. So if this relationship had started at 24, 25, you would definitely made this dude your husband, right?
I mean, as I've gotten older, there's certain things that I just wouldn't be cool with anymore. Like now at the current age that I am, I would never date a man longer than 2 years if we weren't going to seriously like get married. Like I'm not wasting more than 2 years of my life being someone's girlfriend. I'm not gonna because I already did that. I did 5 years of being someone's girlfriend and I'm not doing that again. Either we're gonna get married or we're not gonna get married. And I don't want you wasting my time if we're not. So I would feel comfortable getting, if I really felt like he was the one and it was all right and everything was good, I would feel comfortable after like a year and some change. If he wanted another year, I could see us being, boyfriend, girlfriend for 2 years. But after 2 years, some shit's gonna have to start shaking and moving because I'm not gonna just sit up here and be your long-term girlfriend. Like I've already been a long-term girlfriend to someone. I'm not doing that again. I don't have those years to waste. Boo-boo.
Bro, once you catch her looking at Zales.com, you might as well start, the timer might as well start. Like, let me tell you, as soon as you see that pop up, when you freaking hit the Z on the keyboard, you might as well just know, goddamn. So now you got to make a decision in your head. Am I going to do this or am I leaving this?
I mean, like I'm not old, but I mean, I'm getting to a place in my life where I know what I want and I know the time frame of when I want it. And if you're not on the same train as I am, go ahead and get off this motherfucker and get on another one. Like, yeah, I know what I want and I know the time frame of what I want it and I know that I'm ready for it. So I need someone on the same page as me, or we're just not gonna work.
oh my God, I hope we meet people in real life because this online dating shit is not, it's not working.
I mean, it's hard. Dating in general is hard right now because we got the Roni out here living loud, live, and in color.
Yeah,
So
gosh, man. But even before that, it was shit. But now you're right. It's even more. It's
it's
more shit
even
on
more
the
shit.
shit. It's even more fucking shit. Oh my gosh. One of these podcasts, we're gonna have to go into our favorite like dating sites. Like we're gonna have
Oh
to do that.
God, we really should. Yeah, we should
That
do it.
that
We
would
should
be
talk
that,
about online dating.
and then maybe even share some stuff. Because boy, I showed you that one from today. That was wild.
Yes,
I might post that on
yes.
Instagram. I might put that energy out there and just block out the names of the people. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it on the docket. That wow, what is this? Is this episode 3 or 4?
This is episode 3.
Oh my gosh, look at us. We were back for a little, we were gone for a little while, but we're back again. We're back. We'll have another lovely episode for you guys next week. I have did you have anything else to get to? I'm just sitting here about to wrap shit up.
No, that is about all. I think I've said everything I have to say for today.
Shameless plug again, LifeXGQV. That is my Instagram. I've only got a couple of photos up, but more content is coming soon. That is a fact. Do not hesitate to leave a comment below. Hit the like button on your way out. And just stay in contact with us. We're so excited to keep doing this stuff, man. Next week is episode 4. Gosh, man, it's gonna be interesting to see how far we can go.
Yeah,
like just how far we can go. So I'm really excited. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, we are out this bitch.
bye.